Hey guys, welcome back. I'm David and we're here in my shop where I build Ewor guitars. And this is episode 13 of a guitar building series where I'm building two of these semi-hollow body electric guitars. And at the end of this series, I'm giving one of these suckers away. If you'd like to find out how to win this, it's really super easy. All you gotta do is click this link above me. It'll take you to the video that explains how to do it. And it's really easy to enter. All you gotta do is enter it and you might win this guitar. Anyway, then come on back here because I'm about to go through this video and we're going to get into a little bit of final prep work before I seal it. And then I'm shooting on a coat of Simtex sealer, actually 2 coats. Anyway, I think it'll be really good. I hope you dig it. If you do, how about you give me a like and subscribe. Anyway, let's go ahead and get going with the video. Hey guys, so here we are with the Evil Twins. I've been working this past week and getting them all prep sanded and ready for sealer. And today I want to shoot on my maybe 2 rounds of sealer if possible. I'm going to use Simtex sealer. I've showed that before in other videos and I'll get into it a little bit in this one too. But anyway, so here we are. We've got this one, as you know, I dyed the top on this one purple. Thinking about calling that color Purple Rain. And this guy right here is dyed in aqua color, both trans tint colors. And I'm thinking of calling that one Aquaman. I'm obviously not very good at naming colors either, so any suggestions would be appreciated. It has nothing to do with the contest, but if you want to throw out an idea for a name of a color, I think I would really appreciate that. Anyway, so yeah. So I've prep sanded. I went all the way from 80 grit up to 220. And I went 80, 120, 180, and 220. And I did that all by hand. I always sand with the grain of the wood. You know, I use different tools, use my rubber erasers. Some of it's by hand. I've got some blocks of wood I use to glue sandpaper to, and I glue it with that, sand it with that. And anyway, we're, you know, it's coming along nice. I'm just kind of going over everything. I even did something new here. I sort of contoured this. I don't know if you could see that in the picture, but I kind of contoured the edges of the headstock too. I think that's pretty cool. I couldn't do this side because that's where the tuners are going to go, but I kind of contoured this, rounded it down on, you know, basically these 3 sides here. So I think that's kind of cool. So anyway, yeah, prep sanded. Got the tops have been dyed, and I've already got my first coat of Simtex sealer on that, which I'm going to have to, before I shoot these guitars, I'm going to have to hit these with a little 360 paper just to basically abrade the surface. I'm going to do that. And now I'm just kind of looking it over, seeing what I missed, because I always seem to miss something, and I like to catch that before I put sealer on, because once sealer goes on, you're kind of at the next level, and it just, some of these things get to be a little more difficult. So I'm basically going over it, and I'm seeing a couple things already. I see I haven't drilled in my my strap buttons yet. I've got to drill both those in, one up here and one down here in the middle. Got to do that. Of course, I'm going to mask off the fingerboard, fretboard. Going to mask that off. I think on this one here, I've still got a little bit of bleed through right here from when I stained the face. I've got a little bleed through. I've got that most of the way out. I've got a little more sanding on that. I see I also missed drilling in for my bridge ground. I hate when I miss that. I've got actually a little channel under here that goes in through, so I'll just have to pop a hole down through the top to where I can access that channel I put in there. I'm going to wipe these down with naphtha. I'm going to completely wipe them down. I've done it a couple times while I was sanding, looking for scratches. That's the best way to find scratches. Wipe the whole body down and look. It's almost like you put stain or finish on it, and dries up really quick. And you know, naphtha is not going to hurt this finish I put on here. It's not going to, I don't know if anything will hurt this Simtex stuff, but you can put it on there without worry about melting any kind of a finish or anything. Naphtha is basically cigarette lighter fluid. These fretboards got a little bit sharp too. When I did the finish sanding on the neck, I kind of lost some of the round over I did on the fretboard, so I'm gonna hit that very lightly with some 220. I'll get that done, and then I believe I'm going to be ready to start shooting on some sealer. I'm hoping to get 2 rounds through today. I'll shoot a round on there, and I do it pretty thick. I use a really junky Harbor Freight spray gun. It's about a $15 spray gun, and I use that. It just blobs on the finish, and if something goes wrong with the gun, you just throw it away. It's no big deal. So anyway, so I'm going to do 2 rounds. Hopefully I'm going to do a round, let them dry for maybe 3-4 hours, and then hit them with another round at the end of the day to do that. You know, Simtex Sealer is messy stuff. I got to put on I put on a Tyvek suit, and I pull the hood up over my head. I wear a mask. I'll have my fan going here in the door. It's just messy stuff. I tell you, I'm a little concerned though, because it's rainy outside today. Not real bad, but it's drizzling, which is no surprise here in Mobile, Alabama. It rains like we're one of the rainiest cities in all of America. But anyway, so hopefully it's not going to cause any fogging or anything. I know lacquer will do that, but I'm not sure Simtech will. But I'm gonna shoot it on anyhow. We'll see. I guess I could always sand it off if worse come to worse. I'm gonna sand most of it off anyhow. So anyway, so that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get going with this, and I'm gonna continually look for anything else I might have missed, because some of that stuff I want to get way behind me before we start putting on finish. So anyway, I guess I'm gonna set up now and start getting ready for my sealer.
So as things turned out yesterday, I didn't get a chance to do the second round. It was just getting too late and I was too doggone tired. But anyway, I did get the first round on. They've all cured out now, so I'm going to throw these guys back on the bench and hit them with a little 360 grit paper to abrade the surface, just to kind of scuff it up a little bit to where the next round of Simtech is going to bond really well, and get it with that second round. And if with any luck, this time I'm going to remember to do both my control cavity covers because I forgot them yesterday. And but anyway, I ought to be able to catch these up, I think. So anyway, onto the bench with a little sandpaper, and we're going to start shooting again. Well, thanks for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. Hey, if you like this kind of thing, how about you give me a like and subscribe. We'll check you out on the next one. Thanks for coming.